Introducing Consistency's Club Knotless Summer Protection Series. This series was created to allow my clients to have a protective style during the summer that allowed them to vacation while looking good, not really have too much to worry about, while at the same time never forgetting about the foundations of what we're doing, which is nurturing and caring for your hair. So, in this series, we will have a 3 appointment series that I do for my knotless braids, and this is appointment number 1. This is preparation and the actual braid down. And as you can see, we are doing a nice deep shampoo with a steam therapy going on, and I will be doing a scalp treatment on her as well. I will link the products below just in case you guys are interested in getting them. You can get those products. But yeah, as you can see, I'm giving her a really nice cleanse, and I really want to make sure that her scalp is really clean, because this specific client does have some scalp concerns or issues that she deals with. So I want to make sure that her scalp is nice and cleansed and has a good foundation going into our braids. So I am just going to go ahead and wash her hair a few times, and then because I really want to make sure her hair is well hydrated before we move on to this next step. So, just while we're sitting here and, watching the process, I just want to kind of give a backstory on why I ended up doing this a little bit deeper. So I feel like I was finding that during the summertime, all my clients were coming back with damage in their hair. Now, I know how to braid, but it is something that I really did not want to do because of the fact that I felt like it was so damaging for a lot of people. And we get braids in our hair, and then we completely forget that we have to take care of it, or feel like it's something we don't have to do anything about because it's braided. And that is very untrue, because what ends up happening is, one, your hair is entangled with these fibers from the hair. So not only is it causing friction, and often we're not washing our hair, so we're not receiving the moisture to keep our hair strong and keep the elasticity in our hair that keeps it from breaking. And then, of course, you go and swim in, we're doing all of the things. And when we do wash our hair, it's not like properly washed. So I just want to make sure that we are, that we're hydrating that hair and moisturizing that hair as much as possible, and making sure that we go in after so many weeks to make sure that our hair is hydrated, just like we would if our hair was not in braids. So this is why I created this system, because I wanted to make sure that I can give my clients something that helps them to be able to get through the summers, and when it's a little bit busy, and don't have to worry about so much. And I pretty much just take the care out of their hands. Like, I like my clients being able to come and not have to do anything, just show up. And so here we go. And they've been loving it as well, for sure. But as you guys can see, I have now put a treatment on her hair, a nice deep condition in her hair, and I'm just doing like a good little brush through on it. And I am going to put her under, well, I'm going to let it get deep in there with the steam for some time, and then I'm going to put her under that dryer and let it go even deeper. I am curious, have you guys ever experienced something like this out there? For those of you who are not necessarily my clients, but have you been to a stylist or had a stylist who offered a service like this where pretty much your hair is being nurtured from the beginning to the end. And if so, tell me what your experiences were. Clients, if you are in here, go ahead and shout out and let me know how it's been for you. But also, would you do something like this? Do you feel like this would be beneficial and helpful to you? I've definitely felt like it was helpful to my clients, and that this is what they needed. It took me a long time to sit down and get this together. And I think this is one of my favorite things that I've done. It's something that I feel like is very necessary for the summer, because ultimately I'm here to ensure that your hair is healthy, and or that we're maintaining healthy hair and help you achieve your goals and reach your goals. So a lot of times during the summer, like I said, my clients will leave and come back, and then there's, we have to start from scratch. So now we don't have to start from scratch. We working through the summer. We still growing and thriving through the summer. But so now I'm just thoroughly brushing the product through, and then we're going to go ahead and let her sit under the dryer just so we can continue to let that penetrate through. I really take my time on these services, and really make sure that the hair has everything that it needs before we move forward and move on to the next step. Okay, so of course, after I take her from under the dryer, she's gonna get rinsed out, and then we'll move right on to styling it. So, gotta do that blow dry, get her nice and dry, make sure, um, and then we'll move on to the style. So as you can see, we are all done here, and we're just having some conversations about, what she can do, and just conversing of how to keep it protected. Appointment 2: refresh and nourish. So here you have client. She has been, I believe, about 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks with this style, and she typically has scalp issues. So we're gonna go ahead and cleanse, and as you can see, there is product and dandruff and stuff. So we are gonna nicely cleanse her hair, make sure we're taking care of her scalp first and foremost, and then also making sure her hair is nice and cleansed and nourished at the same time. So we're gonna do a few washes on her hair, make sure we get a good little lather, and then we'll move forward. Now I do want to say I did not get some of these videos because my phone storage has been struggling lately. So I'm trying to get as much content as possible, but I believe after a certain amount of time that my phone actually died, and I did take footage. My client actually allowed me to take some footage on her phone, but the thing is that my phone won't allow me to download it because I still don't have enough storage. So if you're getting this, you may or may not get the full after, but you know what's happening. But anywho, as you can see, we are still doing that steam treatment just to make sure that we're opening that cuticle up again as much as possible, make sure we're able to get that hair nice and hydrated. And it already looks so much better even now. Just look how clean her hair looks, how clean her scalp looks in comparison to what it was initially. So, of course, I put heavy emphasis on a good, nice wash. So, we did that a few times. But I do end up doing, of course, a nice conditioner on her hair. Make sure we do all the things and we spray her hair down, make sure that it's nice and hydrated, her leave in conditioners, oils, all of the things. Which, again, I'm sorry you guys won't be able to see everything because, like I said, my storage was short. So, I was getting what I could in the most important parts. But I know y'all can see even that water, like of course it's shampoo, but it's not as murky as it was initially. Like, and I absolutely love that. Just I absolutely love that. Like it's dirty and you guys aren't gonna see me cleanse it one more time and make sure we got everything and condition it, but we do. But as you see now, we are nice and cleansed. We are nice and hydrated. All the things are done. So we're just going to go ahead and, make sure everything is nice and smooth and looking good and put her under the dryer. And she is good to go. Two or three, 2 or 3 extra weeks or whatever she wants to do. So now we are going to move on to appointment 3, which is remove and restore. So I did not get the takedown, but guys, the takedown was so quick. I think it took us maybe or it took me about 30 minutes because, of course, I did it. This is something that is hands free for my client, this service. I don't want them to have to do or touch their hair at all. So we did the takedown. We did a nice shampoo and condition with treatments, of course, and then she gets her trim, which is also included at the end of this service, just to make sure if there was anything that we dusted off in her hair had no damage. As you can see, I'm literally just like cleaning it up and just making sure the ends are nice and neat. And that's pretty much it. And she is good to go. This was great. She loved this service. And also, just to notate, so all the packages, or this package doesn't necessarily end with the silk press, it just ends with the takedown and, the shampoo condition. And then you have the option to choose to go into a new style after that, which she chose to do a silk press. So that is what we're doing. But typically it will come with a blow dry. But yeah, she absolutely loved it, like I said. And don't forget to like and subscribe, y'all. All right. Peace.